Hello, testing sound. Hey Capybara, welcome. Let me post this on SaGa Wiki as well. So Eric as well, Ancient's phone down. Welcome. We have a new content in game, and this content would be nice because let me open the game again. Sounds good. We will have a treasure map event now, and it should be different. I am expecting some limited styles even. Who knows, maybe. Charisma is here as well, welcome. So we're talking about the best strategies to farm this event, and also the differences between this one and the past ones. I don't know what to expect. I didn't check the data miner files, so I don't know. Sometimes I just like to be surprised. You guys knew that we had a live stream for... No, not a live stream, but the treasure map event? I didn't check the news, I was so focused on the Sparrow Tower. Solid Snake, welcome. Maps are here, which means 199 is where I'm stopping by. Screw those bugs. Yeah. Let's check the maps, let's talk about the maps. Couldn't even get to attempt to one-shot the second wave. Oh my. Look, there's a different icon this time. Yes, there's so many words behind the map. Gold maps again. You have to try Martyr, guy. Get good, get good. We're getting more materials to make more weapons. Mod stone too. With this much mod stone, we can make a second weapon right now, right? Or not? Let me take a screenshot of the screen. I have to make a video about this. I'll be making tomorrow probably. Have you guys upgraded some weapon yet? 10 gold pieces. We're still thinking about if Global X Creator will happen. He's on the login bonus, maybe. City Nadeo. Yes, not available. Community stream. Ah, December 8th. Yeah, we kind of knew about that. Ishikawa-san will be there as well. There will be also a raffle for press kits. Don't miss out. I'm gonna send a Twitter to Ishikawa-san to see if he sends me a press kit, because it's been 1.5 years and I still haven't seen mine. I'm gonna say, hey Ishikawa-san, how can I get one? Please, please. I want some merc. I'm joking, I don't know if I can do this. Guys, abuse it with the important stuff. So, let's check this treasure map, man. We need to beat floor 210 first. If he says to me that I will get a press kit if I defeat stage number 210, I will try to defeat that stage. Just for that press kit. Yes, I would. Holy Stone? How is Holy Stone? You deserve it, to be honest, with how much you help the community. Yeah, man, it still doesn't have mine. Don't know why. Treasure the maps you drop in the main ruins exploration. Ruins again, right? We need to upgrade some weapons. Use the maps to get desired rewards. Collect the maps, airdrop, take on. Then to get wonderful rewards. So far, no limited style here. In this picture. Latest episode has more. We always know about that. Take on the quest with your favorite styles. This is like the last one. The last one was pretty nice like that. But strange, it only lasts for 6 days. It usually lasts for more because you get them. They are different, guys. There's a lot of games here as well. Welcome. They are different. They will drop more stuff even. Like they will drop what? My god. Aurum? Who wants Aurum? They will drop Aurum and the standard stuff, is that? Is that right? Yeah, seems like they will drop the standard stuff plus Aurum. Who needs Aurum? And then an enhanced material, but what type of enhanced material? No. This is not something that you need. I mean, if you need farm story, man. Calming charm. No. Let me give a look here on the styles. The same styles that will appear in the farming story. There's nothing new here. What about this one? Evolution material. What is an evolution material? Tell me. The materials from Lounstone's ruins. Also nothing here. What is an awakening material? For awakening, this already drops normally. Maybe not this time. Yeah, it probably don't drop this time so that we can get specifically here. Look, I have plenty. I don't need this. Some people may need, but I don't. Also, this T260G was given out, so now people can get it. Don't remember we being able to get this. This blue is important, guys. This blue is. Now, of all the styles here, this blue is the most interesting one. Why we have Vaganas and the other one style pieces here since we get them just by beating this stage number 5 or something? Makes no sense to me. Awakening material. Holy Stone. You have a chance of getting a Holy Stone. The Puins here as well, welcome. Yeah, you get a chance of a Holy Stone. For newcomers, this can be good, but they already have the event. And this one is the gold. Let's see the difference between the gold and the other ones. Oh yeah, here we have the platinum styles added as well. We still have this brownie. We still have some, like this one here is welfare, but this news gray is mine is maxed. Why didn't I wait? Why? All the other ones are platinum. There's no single limited one here. Should have waited. How would I know? They want a Cozaline farm is 3 ground stones. Hey Jason, hey Chad, hey Cher. Didn't know you were gonna log in to check the treasure maps. Yes, it's different. I wanted to see how it was. Also, try to see the best way to farm this. I don't know. For veterans, which is the best value here? None matters for us. But it's funny that it only lasts for 6 days. How many days will the treasure maps drop? Treasure Den. It will last for the 6 days it drops and also the dungeons, so you don't have time. Before the reset, you have to use them all. Yes. Also, let me check here something. Lounstone's ruins and main story. Focusing only on gold pieces. Yeah, but we'll also have to use the normal maps. We have to choose one of them. Like, What we have daily here? We also have this daily quest for some gold pieces. And I do believe that for veterans... Let me see here. I don't know. I think I'll use the evolution materials because sometimes I still need the S and SS versions. They don't have that good drop rate. I'm always needing them. I don't want to run the Glownstone Ruins. They don't have that good drop. Enhanced material we don't need. I don't need this awakened material. I have plenty. And I also don't need Holy Stones anymore. For newcomers, maybe trying more Holy Stones even to get the Abate all. It'd be better. For the very newcomers. Yeah, the Glownstones, yes. Prefer the old one. You got everything messed up. Evolution for Awaken for Aurum. I think that... Yeah. I think evolution. Okay, so let's go to the story and see the drop rates. Farm this a little. I suggest that this should be the best. There's also something very interesting here, guys. And someone mentioned this during a live stream, and it's true. If you want to get your Albert to become a very strong instant killer, you can get a little more intelligence, but you sacrifice your evolution materials for weapon upgrades. So you can upgrade Polka's weapon. What do you think? I didn't like the time not the drops. Ah, you mean the time, okay. Actually, you get more of a specific time of drops, it won't be as random. Yeah, this kind of makes sense because in the past ones I always got more than what I could store. So, do you think it's a wise decision to upgrade material? See, we got this mod stone, 200. Upgrade Polka's weapon. I don't know, I don't think Polka right now is that important to have an upgrade. He's a fire nuker, and his second styles, his second mage style is not that powerful anyway. Will be kind of a waste. Let's go to the forge. No, I don't believe to. But it's a, well, viable strategy to do this. See, we could use an upgrade. Polka weapons for forging and mostly. Yeah, it will also increase his power, but then we will get other light swords in the future. That will be better for Ferdinand. So there are some weapons that are pretty strong already. Like I upgraded Rock Staff. And the next one that I'll be upgrading is this one here, the Griffin's Claw. Because this one will allow Red to be a monster. Second should be Great Sword or Fist or another staff. It should be the Griffin Claw in my opinion. Rock was the first. And after Griffin's Claw, it will be a gun. Or a Great Sword. Depends. I will think about this. The good thing about the gun is that if you are playing with a media bullet dance will be very strong as well. Because it just increases the damage power of attacks with multi-hits. But maybe it's better to just go with the sword if you have Global Axe Emperor. Because his double Dark Blade will be awesome. Very, very powerful. And he's already very strong. Not only him, but Gray. Gray's doing so much damage with his AoE attacks that he can also benefit from this. And we are also getting Gray pieces here, so everyone that has Gray can upgrade the Sword of Death. The Sword of Death is the best one to upgrade. Or you can choose to upgrade the Glory one. The Glory one has a lower double HP, lower STR, but this one can be used by Final Empress as well. Her Quadruple Moonstrike will get stronger, and she also can use spells if needed. The heal will be a little stronger as well. Conquest should drop another 7 SS weapons and do 2 SS armor. That will be a lot of upgrades, yes. I'm upgrading Claw and Sword at the same time. Yeah, Sword and Claw should be very nice. I had to upgrade Rock's Staff, but Rock's Staff also works on the Sorbet Flambe attack from Joe, so that's not that bad of idea to upgrade that as well. But I will be upgrading the next one, Griffin's Claw. Griffin's Claw should be the next one. And then after Griffin's Claw, it will probably be this word here, and then a gun. And then, when I have the option again, it will be another Claw. It will be Cat's Claw this time. Why is the other one better? Because the other one doesn't have a penalty to endurance. It has a penalty to dexterity, and dexterity is not usable by martial artists. So it's better to go with Griffon Claw first. Sure, I think you should wait for conquest weapons to decide. I don't know. I have a rush. I want to see red doing damage. But yeah, there's no urgency. You were right upon that. But are we sure that conquest will happen next week? We're expecting for next week. Jason says it goes up to 11 intelligence, up to you. Poca doesn't get a great style until second anniversary. It will actually... I will actually pull for that style. Yes, most people will. This new one here, I can skip. I have 35 armor and 30 gear, a bit all holy stones. You have more than me. I want to farm some more just to be safe as well. Second should be good Sword of Fist. I think we get more materials during... We'll get more materials during Conquest as well. That's why we can start making them. And I don't think that we'll get a better weapon than Griffon Claw for martial artists. So it's okay to upgrade this one. This weapon is very nice. Griffon Claw has less agility. I went with the other one. No tomorrow. Yes, less agility, but in the end, it's 6 plus 6. And 6 agility, 6 SDR. It has average of the same values for power. Has only 2 negative points for something that does not matter. You are just losing endurance with the other one. I mean, 5 and 7 equals 12 as well. But you are losing 4 points on something that matters. Or, what happens with the Maxed Cat's Claw? Does it reduce the negative penalty on endurance or not? Conquest should replace the tower. But the tower will come back 3 times. Mickey Weapon is extremely nice on him. But in who else? That's the problem. Cerulean's down, how many Pierce units that uses Happier you guys are using? I'm using Mikhail and he's spectacular for boss fights. But you will not be using this with too many other styles. So that's my problem with this weapon. I want weapons that can be used by other characters. Live streams on Wednesday. Yes, but do we know if it's on the Conquest? Should be. There's a martial arts that will drop on Conquest. And she has a higher multiplier than SCR, but only 1 point will not make that difference tomorrow. Only 1 point will not make that difference. 4 points in endurance for a martial artist that usually have low endurance matters more. It's 4 points against... well, 12, you still have 12 in combination for both, but you are losing 4 points instead of losing anything with the other one, since Dexterity is useless anyway. Mike, Mikhail, Zeno, Jamie, freaking Dark. Dark... Yeah, Dark still is a very powerful Pierce unit, but I don't know, I think that the Global X Royal Family is dominating most strategies that I'm using. They barely have space for other characters. And that's why I think that Great Sword should be upgraded before Happier. But it will make Mikhail very strong, very strong. Minerva also needs a weapon to become even better. And Minerva will share that weapon with Matriarch. UDX Matriarch will get stronger as well. Tower leaves for 4 days, leaves the 8 and returns on the 12. So I think the Conquest will start that moment. They upgraded the new SS staff, pretty happy with that. The new from Joe? Only 3 days left. Yeah, 3 days and some hours. Okay, so let's go to main and see some stuff. Hello, Sharon Chat. Hello, Adriano. Actually, if you can just use Albert for this, it's the highest status cap. But if you just want the maps, you should go with another stage. Let's talk about the stages that Albert can farm. This stage here, Albert can farm. I hope when the tower returns, I start back on 199 and not 150. So I'm screwed. No, you will not. You have to kill them. Have to kill stage number 199 and 200. So this stage here can be instant killed. Let's see an Albert's the top part is. Maybe I overwrite my Albert setups. No, there's one here. Yeah, special guest. We have visits today. So Albert don't need Volcano on the stage. We can even remove this Final Emperor here. I believe that this is easier because it requires less intelligence from Albert. Some people still don't have that robe. I just want tickets and gold pieces. I want to pull for Platinum Vax. Still don't have one. Oh yeah, I still don't have one. So Albert, let's get you equipped with the best stuff. Like Celestial Hope. Some people still don't have Celestial Hope. Did they change the tower milestones for global? Read they are on floor 50, 100 and 150 only. Oh, don't tell me that, man. I have to do this again? Don't tell me that. I'll get crazy. I don't know if they change it or anything. We have to see it. So, let's change for... In this case, I'll be using any mastery. I don't have anyone that will stay on agility position without interfering. Which has the lowest agility here? 123. Look, those people here have plenty of agility. Let's remove this. I don't want to train this. Oh, train Hawk, he's pretty slow. I can train this wheel. Anyone has 200 agility. Why? I'll be training Windy because she gets a new style later. Who else? Ah, Katarina. I want to train her and she also has a... Actually, yeah, let me just use Rainbow Rangers, it's better. Katarina will be on my agility position. This Katarina has a delay attack. Yo, this is my 80 day on SaGa. 80 day only? What, you were here for more time? Charisma says I'm on 55, so you got a long way to catch up. We got another Ring Staff and Shadow Staff for my UDX dev. Has Sword, Martial Arts Weapons, Sword and Spear, and 2 Intelligence pieces of armament for Poke and Liz. I have to check those weapons, I don't remember. I'm glad I pulled it for Minerva. I have been using her in many World fights. World Tower fights. Yes, she's pretty strong. She and Mikhail, my gosh. They are better than I expected even. Because one thing is to know on paper that they will be very, very strong. Other thing is to test them in real stage. They were designed like the current characters in JP, but without that plus 1 BP stuff. In JP they are releasing characters with plus 1 BP like in all banners now. Also share there's a Facebook and Twitter event going on that will give us a special reward when completed. Yes, I'll be making a video tomorrow about the weapons to upgrade and I will mention that event. I'll mention that event. So in my opinion, guys, when we were running the latest chapter, all stages of the latest chapter will have the same chances of treasure maps, same drop rates. So if you just want to get more maps, just run this one instead of the other. Oh, wrong. Wrong, Albert. Minerva was doing 120,000 with multi-trust versus creator after some turns. Which formation? We're using her on the STR position. Rainbow Rangers. Wrong, Albert. Yes, share cards are starting with 12 and 13 BP regular in JP. Starting and also getting more on turns. They are getting 4 on each turn. 4 on each turn is a lot. There's a lot of different combinations. Also the new with Monica on JP. She can buff 1 more BP and she can use that many times in a row. Crazy stuff. Many stuff that's being released on JP just makes our stuff kinda obsolete. It just worked different. Really different. Yeah, I was using Rain Rangers with her and SDR. That's a lot of damage. So running this stage here will be the best one for treasure maps. Yes, I'm not using Polka's word. Let me check this. That Monica looks broken, saw her today, she can heal and need VP and buff damage. Yes, she's crazy. She has morale up as well. She starts with plenty of VP, she buffs VP to everyone, and every time that she buffs everyone, she buffs herself. But this is something interesting. The Polka weapon gives more agility, but it doesn't change the intelligence. More agility is better. Less stuff to worry about. So I got 3 maps only. My Monica looks broken. Saw her today. Okay, I read that already. Look on the quest rewards. You can get the previous welfare styles. Here as well, right? Let me see. If we had unlimited auto battle, I would have too many gold pieces after this event. My phone will probably burn out from overheating. We'll have to play on blue stacks. Yes, they need to make this without restrictions. Makes no sense to release something just adds more restriction to it. Sorry, it's getting into the microphone, right? Just some snacks. Then this time. So what do you guys will be running? Will you be running this one? Or the other stage that needs someone else in the back? Because I have plenty of cards that need HP instead of status, I think I'll be running this stage here instead. It has the same drop rates. I think the best stage to farm will be 141, only needs new Matriarch and Globax Leon. Yeah, but you are training 3 styles, yeah? I run that stage many times to get some weapons. The good thing is that I have video on all these stages as well. This one here with Matriarch and Leon, I ran plenty of times. I got the weapons already. Yes, I got some Dark Staves. Yeah, they are all here. The limited guys. This in black here gets a new style in JP. If Dora helps with any of the stages, many of the stages are weak to sun. On the first part, yes, there are some stages that are weak to lightning. Look, they are weak to pierce, sun. This one has a plenty of HP, it's terrible to farm. Even using the best characters, it's so hard to farm here. This one is instant kill. It also has a lot of HP. Now about stages number 83 something. The stage here specifically is weak to lightning. Well, not all enemies, but some of them are. The lizards are. Then you have this enemy with... If you wanna run this stage, just run with Albert. This one here works pretty fine. Yes, this one works pretty fine. If you wanna train your... let's make a strategy to train the dragons. Let me call this Albert. Or Ike. I will be running this first, so I can get 4 characters for some HP. But then I can also use 1 to train my dragons. Albert farm is faster and allows for more trainees. Yes, and even here I think this is better than running the other stage. Did you get all the new stuff in Holy Stones? Not all, but almost all. I farmed it today just to get. End up not even using heat in the tower. There's barely many enemies weak to heat there. So we want to train the dragons, right? The dragons and the new Joe. Now let me see the enemies here again. First wave, they are weak to cold. The second to lightning. The last lightning as well. Yeah, we can bring Joe and Dora. It can be the new Joe or the past one. Actually, let me awake her skill. I have Dora on the back with equipment that reduces agility. No, you can use Dora here just fine. She can help contribute with damage. Just Joe and Dora can clear everything here. So we go to dojo, I have to awaken my Joe skill. I just got her, like 2 hours ago. Where's Joe? Here. Let's awaken this 2 skills here. Should train our dragon on stage where they also use their skills. Yes, exactly here, we'll be using their skills. So we can level this to 99. Mine are not level 99, and I have been using them. Even with Noel, I'm training my Noel to get him to max as well. Carlos Alves, good evening, good evening. Hi Cher, how are you? I'm fine. Took some rest today, how are you? Watched some TV, took some sleep. So I do believe that here we can just use Dora and Joe together. Let's see. Which is my best mage here? Albert clears with 3 moves. It's the fastest unless you want to rank up skills too. It will be 4 moves, yeah. With this will be 4 moves. I will be using my first Joe. Because this one is the best one for farming. And Dora. Where is Dora? Dora is so behind with status and everything. I don't know if she will be able to clear this. Polka's word goes to +9 intelligence upgraded. Yes! But do you need to do that? I think I will awaken my Dora. Pumpkin ring. And Joe has staff. Actually, there's a problem if you want to use her in the last wave. Because El Nino is considered fire. We have to think about that. I want to see if they can clear. $835 is pretty good for leveling up again. Ryu and Dora status and skill on the same time, plus the termite speak to blunt. We'll see. Let's get some trainees here in place of Wagner's and Blue and everything. We'll discuss this when we finish with the stage. Primera is a trainee. Shao can be a trainee. And Black. There cannot be any sleep for the Slayer of Kami. Haha, yes. The last reward was against the protagonists. Let's see how they will fare. But my Dora is pretty far from perfect. 841 using Matriarch and Global X Leon Cheese. Also works, but Leon is kind of slow as well. He's like using 2 attacks. Jo can clear the first wave by herself. Let's abort the mission then. You have to abort the mission. But Leon, that strategy is pretty good as well. I just wanna retreat. She can clear the first wave. Maybe if we upgrade her staff, we can. A full upgraded staff will be able to. But nah. Only for this, no. So, someone mentioned in stage 835. 832 is Albert. What about 833? Ah, this one can also be cleared by the same combination, Matriarch and Leon. I remember, no, this one has this enemy. This enemy has a plenty of HP. 834. Ah yeah, 834 is easy too. This can also work with both Leon and Matriarch. This was stage 834, let me see here. And probably have one squad made for this. If I haven't overwritten, that is. Probably overwrite it. But 841 also works. This one. Maybe Rock Staff can one-shot the wave El Nino with Garble. Yes, El Nino will be Garble. People making combos just slows it down as well. I think I was training these styles for the tower. This cheese is super effective. Matriarch and Leon works here. 841 as well. Ah, but here we have... No, it didn't kill them. No, this is only for 841 then. I think here I was using Genryu to help as well. Don't remember. But this one is for 841. Let's go to 841. But Leon is kind of slow. It's like having two people attacking. Someone mentioned 835. 835. 835 is with Genryu, right? Can it also be doable with this? I don't remember. Does not work. You wanna see if Rock can clear the other wave? Let's check. Why we're looking for more Stratos for? Just Albert and away from keyboard. Some people want to train their dragons. But, well, anyway, Joe didn't work. There's Joe group 2. Joe didn't work, yeah. Just stick to Albert. But let's see if she works with the older staff. Just to see. Ah, but Joe staff or Rock staff upgraded. She probably can kill now. Dora will not be able to finish the last wave. Also, where's my El Nino? It will be very garbage, but who knows? I don't think it works. Got a Genryu in a YOLO pool today and new Joe yesterday. Still running Genryu's banner. Forgot. Very nice. Genryu is very, very important. In my opinion, Genryu is more important than Dora. Although lightning is pretty nice to have. Even with Rock Staff, she cannot finish. So no. Abort mission. Sorry, I was muted. Let me see if the Leo and Matriarch cheese works here as well. I don't think it does. If I remember correctly, this one in the middle don't die. It died. Trained Joe, Dora, and Gwen there. Joe and Matriarch is nice because, well, in the end, it's still 3 that moves. It's just that Leo is pretty slow. Yeah. It works for the stage here. Stage 841 as well. 841. 841, 842. If you still need to farm weapons, well, that's okay. Either way, just stick to Albert farming. This one 50,000 damage, my god. Enemies are super weak to sun. What do you guys prefer? Do you think it's better to go with just Albert or just run this? Sorry, I was muted. 842 is better than 844 if you need to attack with someone else. If you have Matriarch. Because this one is still 3 moves. If you have to use Polka, it's 4 moves, and Scattered Explosion is just as low as Leon attacking. The caps are the same here as well. 842 and 844 has the same caps. So if you can replicate this one, Mutant Hill, I think it's better. Do you have the pieces that I'm using? Do you have Glow X, Leon, and... Leon I know you have. But do you have UDX Matri as well? If you have to use Leon and Polka, I believe this one is better. Victor's blade animation is faster. It's pretty fast. SaGa is faster since I don't have Shining Glory. Haha, you don't. Not everyone will have. I think it's hard to get both status and maps. If you go Albert, you are only farming maps with a very little to no status. And if you want to farm maps, you run that other stage that Albert kills by itself. That 841 strategy might be better than Albert IK, but I imagine there is a handful of people like myself who are dumb and can buy Amazon X yet. But everyone can buy Amazon Raid X, but needs to kill all bosses. My Albert's not up to snuff, so I'll be trying this, but I don't have Leon either, so I'm kinda screwed. There is some other strategies in the video I posted. There was one with Albert and Princess White Rose that also works, but you have to attack more times. This one here is not easy to farm. So it's either 841 or 842 with Leon and Albert. Sorry, Leon and Matriarch. Or 832 with Albert. 832 with Albert. Or 844 with Albert. Skip all the other stages, guys. This is the best strategy that we can use. I mean, with number of moves. If you cannot do this one with Matriarch and Leon, you are better off just running Albert. Like Mutant Hill was saying, Polka is also very nice here. Where is my Albert? Now Albert's group number 10. In this case, I have the same styles you are using. Ah, you have as well. I would have joined the stream sooner, but I haven't finished the business with Tower 190 with Camille. You beat it! Nice, Mutant. You said that you thought you couldn't beat, but you did. Congratulations. Matriarch for the win. I don't have Albert, sadly. If you have this Matriarch, but you don't have Albert, you have this Matriarch and you also have Leon, you can replicate this, but you cannot replicate Albert. This is very interesting. Where's my Albert setup? Again, here. So, in this case, I also think there's more RNG when using Albert, because sometimes people may combo more, and they may attack before Polka as well. In that stage, they can attack before Polka, because where you are placing your Polka, 8-2-3 with Albert. You mean 8-2-3 or 8-3-2? 8-2-3. Why 8-2-3? 8-3-2 works with Albert. Why would you reduce? 8.2 is probably lower drop height, because this one is considered one part. 8-2-3 is considered the fast part. 8-2-3. Ah, this is old. The drop height here should be worse. It still works, but why are you using this one instead of this? I was showing then here, King Geffith. This stage here is better. 8-3-2. Albert, always instant kill here. When I ran Albert and Polka in 84-4, I used an enemy string with both of them on the 50% slots. But didn't Polka attack before Albert sometimes? Maybe it's better to bring... I was using Rofus in the back. Rofus in the back kills the enemy, and he does not interfere. I thought it was better than just running with Polka. Can Polka kill in the back, or do he need the intelligence bonus? I think he needs, right? Albert does not do 100% of the time, so for me, and then I added Volcano. Yeah, you see, it's even worse then. So 8-4-2 with Leon and Matriarch is fail-safe. This one here is also fail-safe. Don't need Volcano. Don't need anyone. Just Albert. Polka is super slow, but the attack has high priority. That's the problem. A23 has a higher cap than A32? Are you sure about that, Kim? Makes no sense. How would a stage that's higher have a lower cap? Maybe you're right, King, but can you prove that? Are you sure about that? Polka needs the intelligence boost guarantee with only 3 hits of scatter. I see. So maybe doing with Rufus is easier. Rufus don't need any RNG. You always just kill. That's what I was using. SaGa is asking, are you doing another stream tomorrow to take the place of the units? Yes, but I told you that already on Discord. If so, let me know now, since I might not make it tomorrow, and so that you don't break this something again. Meaning for you to place them on the right positions? Just got bro. Thank you. Ah, you're gonna try. Or say for me to try. Kengi, please explain better. Hi, Sherry with night farming start with Albert. That's cheating. Game allows us to do that. I understand why Grey is dope, but getting Albert from Platinum is almost impossible since the unit's pool is getting bigger and bigger. Yes, still don't have the second Platinum version of Barbara. Also, this event here, you can get Grey easily. Vask Tech, what does that mean? Okay, I'll message you later. But it's already close to midnight here. Tomorrow. 823 has a higher cap. So Kang says that 823 has a higher cap. To understand if that cap is right, we need to get someone with 1430s in the selection. We have someone with that. Check the people that has sparkles. Now see you made an edit. Did you break something in? No, it was just a text. I have to find someone with 1430. Hard to find someone here that's not that trained. You are right. You are right. How can this be? I haven't seen you here before. So... Again, Kang Gaffy. Thanks for pointing this out. Kang, thank you. Nal's daughter will not have the sparkles if this was not true. Makes no sense. They increase the caps, then reduce it later. So running Albert here is better then. How to get Noah's corrupted form? Just by playing... corrupted. Is this how you call him? Just by playing the Star Dash missions in the start. On the home screen. You can clear those missions just by playing story. Albert has higher intelligence now, at least mine, so he'll never fail. He actually failed sometimes on the stage in the past. Hellfire says, I returned to playing after a year of break from the game. Is there anything that I need to know in work in particular? A lot has changed. Changed it for the better. I wonder if the enemies here have lower will. They do. The only bad thing about this is that if the drop height is different between the maps, because it always increases when you reach a new point in story. So here is 8.2, the next one is 8.3, and 8.3 and 8.4 is considered the same thing, but 8.1 and 8.2 is lower. So we may get less maps here, but you have a little more status cap. How do you get no corruptive? Ah, I read that. I wonder if the enemies here have lower will. I think that they have. So you are either doing something for more maps or for more status. What would you guys prefer? On 8.4, I was running this stage here, but with Rufus. But even sometimes the enemies attacked Albert before he attacks. Let's get Rufus. So Jai is asking if it should be the same. I'll see. David is asking if Zosma is in the game. Not yet, but he will be released someday. In order to do this, we have to change to Animal Stream. I'll test this. SaGa, to see if it's the same cap or not. The first angels can sometimes attack before Albert, but it's a pretty rare occasion. Pretty rare. These people can attack sometimes as well. We waste too much time by doing this. I mean, for hardcore players it matters more than for veterans that just play casually. I much prefer to run the other stage. Now I was testing with Null's daughter, right? Seldom used Rufus in the tower, even for Camille using Mikhail. You see? I also prefer Mikhail because Mikhail can self-heal. If I needed to bring Rufus, I was also planning to bring Pumpkin Princess White Rose. But then I didn't have space for her. I was using Leon and the Matriarch already. Didn't have space for her. So, returning to A3, let's see if A32 has Nawal's daughter with sparkles. Nawal's daughter has sparkles, that means that it's still the same. No, she does not. See? She does not. That stage has higher caps. They mess it up. They mess it up. This should not be something inside the game. There's a crescenting difference between the status. If it starts in the past stage, it has to increase, not decrease. In case my new best buddy on long boss fights. Just don't forget about the delay on quad pierce like I did. Right before coming hit me with Boris silly. Yes. Kang says 823, fast farm and get more maps. But do you think there's a difference in the drop hate, Kang? Because it usually changes according to the picture that we have here. Limited time ability. Treasure. No, this one. Wait. We have to check in the home screen. Nah, it doesn't need to be the home screen. Just have to click the event itself and we will see. Because it says the higher the story chapter, the higher the drops. This picture here says that the higher the last episode, the higher the drops. The further you advance, the higher the quest difficulty, it's easier to obtain SS treasure than maps. So what do you think? Out of all the Noahs, which one is the best one to use? And is Zenshin good to inherit? There's no best one. If you can use Lunar Blade on turn 2, the best one is the premium. The one from SaGa stage. But if you want to do full cycles of AoE, the free one is better. Or if you want to use Lunar Blade on turn 1, you can only do that with the free one. So it's circumstantial. I'm still discovering all the new 1.5 anniversary news. Do we only get to have 100 rematch tickets or will we get more in the future? I still don't know about this, to be honest. I haven't tried that myself yet. Have to do some research. So just says, depends on how it's programmed. If 823 gives higher caps, maybe the game thinks it's a higher story. You are right about that. If the game is coded like the higher the status gains, maybe more maps. Every single day you get 50 rematch for free. If the game thinks that stage is good, you are right, SaGa. But we don't know. I don't think that's programming like that because in the past they said that like here 7.2 and 7.1 have the same drop hates. It doesn't matter the status caps. So I do believe that we will probably have a little higher drop rates in 8.3 and 8.4 if they coded this just like before. But we have higher status caps in 8.2.3. Well, we have to decide about that. You can stack up tickets they hand out for later. Yes, you can. I think I'll be running 8.3 because it's only 10 points of difference. And here, I haven't seen Albert miss. In the past, I missed it on the other stage. I think I'll stick to this one. When I make a video, I will explain that both can work. People will have to decide. If you want more maps, maybe this one is better. It's the same speed. Who needs some status? Evelyn needs. Albert animation is extremely fast. I'll be running this. If you want maps, it's either this one or the other one that Kang said. Kang, are you a global player or are you an Asian server player? David Holland says I'm global, but I'm pretty new to the UniverSe, trying to get some high characters to do missions. Okay, I was asking about Kang because I haven't seen him before and he seems to know a lot of stuff. But if you're a new player, just keep playing. If you get to use this strategy with Albert, it will save you a lot of time. And Albert just failed. Just because I was saying that he didn't fail. So there is a chance. What about the other stage? Will Albert fail? Maybe if we upgrade Polka weapon, he won't fail anymore, but who wants to do that? Ash says, nice, just beat Camille, being busy as of late, just got up to him early today. You have all these styles that we use it in the live stream, or do you use it something else? Just see your YouTube and watching. Oh, nice, thanks. But where are you from? Let's see if Albert fails. We don't have Volcano here. Running the other stage, we'll have to bring Volcano. Alejandro says, hello, Cher. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks. I am. How about you? Capivara, yeah, my Albert was failing in that stage too, even with Volcano. I think with Volcano I won't pay you. But do you have that hope that increases intelligence by a lot? SaGa says even writer's spreadsheet has it wrong. Maybe they just assumed that it was like they expected. It's normal. He has it on 1420, so they really mess up something. Ah, you are for Southeast Asia. Nice. I have seen a lot of Southeast Asia people appearing. It's pretty nice to have you. Welcome. Is there still a way to get the perfected form of that one character? What are you talking about, David? Which character? You're talking about Noah? Ashes says I use it Beauty. Final Impress. Attract 2.0. Global Rock and our walls. Use it Beauty, you try to evade. Who is Midras? Look! Nah, we're getting them to drop. So I'll make a video and mention you, King. The guy with the all light sword attacks. He's not Midras. He's Albert. Yeah, his repent was hitting me with the other setups too often. Ah, I see. So you didn't use Leon. I used Leon. Because Leon buffs Will. I used it one turn before, so that's why I never got hit with repent after playing the turns. The problem with using agility buff is that you may trigger his defy weaknesses that allows him to cleanse himself. Confusion killed too many runs for me. I understand. Well, at least you don't really just have one strategy. More than one works. I made a turn-by-turn guide for myself to not trigger his cleanse. Which you use, SaGa? Exactly like mine or something else? Will got Will. Will just got some Will. Well, so far Albert's not missing. So maybe this is better for 4 people around. Can get faster than this with 4 people. But the other stage, if you bring Volcano, I think you will not miss. Do share. Closing on her stage, you mean creator stage? You can also watch my run. But without Global X Rock, it would be very hard. David says they have Mirza on the eve of battle now, but they have another form, perfected form. I look it up, I mean. I don't know these characters by their names. Their names are too long. I don't think anyone remembers all the full names of the characters. Maybe for some, but not for all of them. There's a new Mirza. There is one Mirza that's called UDX Mirza, and then there will be another one that people call it New Year's Mirza. It's probably next month. Mutant says I ended up using Final Impress for Quadruple Moon Strike, but I kinda wish I had Minerva on level 50. I think she would do more damage over the whole fight. Yes, but Impress also decreases incoming damage, so she's helped you with survival. Too. I used a version of SaGa strategy, but had to tweak it since I don't like using gold pieces, so I didn't have as much damage. He will return in another moment. Every style will usually return at least once or twice. He returned once already. You'll have to wait for 3 months, I believe. Use it CI strategy. I don't know what CI strategy, because doing my live streams, I didn't want to see anyone running. To not spoil myself. I was hyping this event for so long that I wanted to clear it by my own methods. I actually barely use Leon in tower. I use it in Mirza mostly. Mirza is better, more reliable. But my trick with Leon was to use him to buff Will in specific moments. Like, if I didn't didn't kill it one turn, station number 199, I will use that Will buff to try to sustain the status elements from station 199. That stage is terrible. So Leon has this trick. He can buff status. Mirza cannot. But Mirza is the best Steel Blade Light user. Mirza Dark Immunity made the Skirt fight so easy. Yes. As soon as I saw Steel Blade Light and Skirak, I just said, man, Mirza will make this so easy. Same with Orlurge. I used both Steel Blade Lights. Use it on Naoto. It was super ultra easy. Share taunting me since I'm stuck on 199. You are only missing the UDX Matriarch. So, seems like my Albert's not missing. So many runs and he didn't miss. Plenty of runs. Shares this Seer or Tiger's information? Tiger's Den, of course. I don't use Seer formation. Never use it. If I used it, it was on Starving Game. I still remember getting Mirrors on my first multi. I missed that luck. You got it, Copy? My god. I'm doing dailies right now after login. Gotta do my dailies. You always do your dailies right after login, right? I think UDX Matriarch is the only meta character you have that I don't have. So you have been following my reviews, haha. You know how funny that is, SaGa? That maybe some of the tier list characters need to be changed. I do have some ideas to change, especially now that I missed UDX Death and Apollo. But in the end, plenty of the cards that are on the top of the tier list were pretty useful in tower. And you can't complain that. My Albert's failing an instant death. I have to train him better. Maybe you don't have the same status as mine. You are trying to run the same stage as well? Jiki says, hello, hello. Welcome. So far, so good. Albert's not missing. I don't have UDX Death 1.0, 2.0 either, but I've heard he was killing War Tower. Yes, killing it. For real. Is Taria Triple S now on your tier list? No. Still not. Also, Taria is the best one for a start, but you can also use the other Almas. Hi, what's your Albert's total intelligence? Let's see. But she proved to be useful. But in the end, I think Apollo may be more useful than Taria. Yes, you heard me. But the reason is just that you can instant kill a paralyzed enemy, and you cannot instant kill a petrified enemy. But Taria has just a little of an edge. She can buff herself 2 times on the first turn, allowing you to petrify right on the start. And petrify lasts for 5 instead of 4. But if you are buffing yourself, in the end, it doesn't really matter that much. Taria and Zero both need to go to Triple S. Zero? No. Well, let's give a look on Albert here. So Albert as a character has right now for me 119. I farm it. Plus 8 as well, plus 8 on agility. And then I have final intelligence 195. It's my final intelligence with Albert. The problem with Petrify is that I didn't know is that you cannot hit Petrify. Exactly, SaGa. We cannot hit Petrify. I didn't know that. Because in the end, I didn't use it too much. And even when I Petrify, I didn't try to Petrify again because the enemies would just die. But in the tower, they just don't die. So that's the reason why Apollo is even better. But my problem with how people were just hyping Apollo is just that they hyped him for different reasons. They hyped him for stage 150, and I said that he would not be needed for that. But as a Paralyzing Inflictor, I even said that for long fights he's the best Paralyzing Inflictor in the game. But when would you need that? Well, actually, tower. I didn't know that they would be so tanky. That's not balancing. Starting from stage 100 and, I don't know, 80s, the enemies become super bulky. High Flurs estaria plus Vagners that carried me. If they were not petrified, they would be paralyzed or confused. Yes, because there's one good thing about Petrify that it's not as... we don't even remember sometimes, and it's that it's less resistant. In Tower, there were plenty of enemies that were resistant to Paralyze, but they were not resistant to Petrify. That's why. You could inflict confusion and sometimes even petrify, but you couldn't inflict paralyzing plenty of them. So even if Apollo gets to win in long fights, if you can inflict everything, when you couldn't inflict paralyze, you had to rely on either confuse or petrify. Petrify also lasts one extra turn, yes, exactly, one extra turn. Michael Lee says good afternoon. Good afternoon, welcome. How about for News placement on a tier? I think you put him way behind Urpina. No, they are... but Urpina is a better farmer. And Urpina also works. It didn't work for me because she was on level 50. And if she gets countered like 7 times, that's the max possible. She can even use Torrent on turn 2. And there's another thing that also works, that if you go with Urpina on turn 1 and you just leave your Empress alone on turn 2, maybe if she survives the first turn, you can use the shield on turn 2 and then Urpina again on turn 3. So what you have is 2 chances to count, just like for News, but she will not take damage on turn 3. I barely failed, almost failed with for News because he took damage after the shield. Every one of them have some ups and downs, but I prefer for News because he gets very strong. He needs less counters. OP Gaming just subscribed, thanks, thank you. Much more versatile over for News. Yeah, she's also a farmer. For News can also farm, his AoE attack is very powerful, but he has more problems with cyclings and also more problems with, I don't know, speed. I'm claiming tower with 60 team and it works for me so far, yes, it does. I heard people were doing like 50,000 with Masamune after a few turns. They are probably doing that because it's just B power most close to A, and it's strong against the enemy. But do you need that? Well, I was doing like 120,000 with Overdrive in Steelblade Light. What are you asking, Imagine Bob Hill? I finished the tower. I finished stage 200 and stopped it because there's no reason to keep going. Michael Lee, congratulations for Joe 2.0. Thank you. Yes, finally. Urpina is a beast. That triple S damage is underrated. Yes, that attack that's just so strong. It's very good for 8 BP. This is something that's only happening now in JP. Well, there are characters that can reach that much by multi-hit, but still. A character that has a counter and a very strong nuke that can be used for farming, and she also negates damage when she's countering. If the enemies are ready to slash or pierce, it will be very strong. She beats 4 news, it's just that in that stage specifically, she was not hitting for the weaknesses of the front row. So neutral damage was more okay for me with Fornews because I wanted to have more people attacking me. But people can do that with Turpin as well, just needs different RNG. Which Joe is more strong? It's different, Michael Lee. The first one is an AoE farmer and the second one is a boss single target. Stage 200 is impressive, yes. I cleared to the point where I wanted to. Beyond that is, you can still reach 210, but there's a boss 210 that's very, very strong. There's like 5 million HP, and people think it's impossible to defeat. I don't know if it's totally impossible, but not viable. You need to give Rufus an evade and counter with Gun and Blade. I imagine. Maybe in the future. Another character again, but not Rufus. Or maybe a second version of Rufus. I'm happy with 109, not feeling it to go further. Yes, but it's just to get overwhelmed and burn out. That's a rover Q, yes. Assault Robai posted a video beating 210, you know, it took 40 minutes. Ah, so he kept trying? I took that video as a warning to not try more, but I didn't try myself. But can you keep climbing? Because he said that this version is unbalanced, even the developers admitted. So they update this tower later, reducing the HP of some enemies. So I didn't try harder, but if he can beat 210, then if it's doable, I can try. But it would take much time of mine. After World Tower resets, it returns again from start. Or it's like Tower. It's just like Spiral Tower. How do you think your chances of Rufus and Gradius reprint? I think they are very, very high. Same, took the video as a better to just stop. Yes. Thought it's just an alert. Stop. Robai is impressive, honestly. He is. He's like one of the highest hardcore grinders in this game. His level is like 2100 or something. But he also plays JP, it seems, so he also checks stuff to be prepared. So he probably grinds exactly what he needs, so that he's very well prepared. He already played it in JP, so he even knows how to deal with stuff. I took a different approach in this. I wanted to go blindly and just have fun. Didn't plan myself. Well, my planning was, I was planning based on the characters that I have. I thought, which of my characters will probably be useful? And then I trained them, but without knowing which at every stage had. I even tried to kill Critter without knowing that 10th turn thing. And I died and had to figure out by myself. Don't try, Cher. Please don't try past 200. It's just pain awaiting. Should be. Problems that they come up with a map event when tower's still here. Like, what are they even doing? Yeah, I think I will not try Mutant Hill. Yeah, this is, well, you are a content creator. Don't think it's wasting your time. People still want to watch that. Yeah, but I mean, I can just stay 8 hours again. That's not even healthy. Playing blind is the true way to play SaGa games, at least the first time, right? I had to do 2 live streams of 8 hours to reach and beat stage 200. It's not that healthy to do that much. I mean, you can play in your house to 8 hours, it's okay, but when you are doing live streams, you have to stop, eat, pay attention to many stuff. So if it's possible to beat that stage, he probably uses Steel Blade Light. There's no way to survive for too long without good RNG and heal. And breaking the rules of the game, because Steel Blade Light break the JP rules. Most of the serious players have done what they want to do with the tower by now. Timing for me is just right. SerGa is ready to do something else. Yeah, 200 is also when we get this reset. They say that we will either go back to 150 or to 200. We don't know. I'm waiting just to check if I'll have to reset to 150 or for 200. Most of the series play okay. I read that. From European and media were great. I'm glad to test her strength. I am on 190. Yes. I got a combo. Finally. Yeah, I probably spent less than half the time you did getting to 199, but of course, I look it up on strategy since I don't want to suffer and waste time like you did. Yeah, I was suffering trying to find the strategies. And also, sometimes people may just play more because of bad RNG. Even if you have the strategy, it can take hours because you just got a bad RNG and then you got inflicted with Repent. Even if you bring stuff, it may still happen because the stats are just too high. The Puan says I have been very busy, so just today have been claiming the tower. I am on commit, haven't tried yet, but probably gonna copy yours. If you can replicate, it should not be that hard. Just have to deal with RNG. I mean, it's not hard by itself, but it's a lot of retries to get it to work. I think that should be considered hard anyway. What floor was supposed for us to reach? 190. Stop there. For the casual players, I suspect is 150 and stop there. But since we got this event with more status than JP, in JP they made it so that people could only beat 150, and after that we just lost along the way. But then some got to creator and even beat creator, it seems. I don't know much about story, but that's what people told me. And the developers didn't balance all the stages beyond 150. They were released like that because they wanted that event to be run for like 5 months. So in the end, after 5 months, people have higher status and then they will handle those stages better. But people like the suffering, they like to try without the status needed, and that's why our characters don't even hit. Like, a gunner with 100% dexterity was missing. So, yeah. Even Rock Bouquet, one of the characters with the highest intelligence, was missing attacks. This was not made for us. Playing above these stages is just because we probably understand we have too many broken units in global. Like, the shield is very broken as well. Absolute mad lad, yes. Honest Camille was the only fight for me up to that floor. Even if I could get a boost beating 200, I don't mind replaying 151 and 190s. Yes, I could play most of them on auto, like most of them, and I just used that strategies that I saved most of my parties. Like Pierce, I used a lot of my Pierce squad. Didn't use many of my blunt, I don't know why. Maybe the enemies were not weak to blunt, that many. But I used an auto setup for most of my things. But then I keep reading the chat and chatting with everyone, also spend more time than needed. I think that if someone starts from scratch and does not play with RNG too much, can clear the tower from start to finish in 6 to 7 hours or something. If it was not for Matriarch, it would be absolutely impossible. Yes, without Matriarch, some of those stages are absolutely impossible. And even when she was buffing Endurance for crazy, like all turns, the enemy will still kill us with a single shot. A single shot. Crazy, huh? I feel like we are in a kind of a Pierce meta right now. We had Blunt for a very long time, but now units like UDX, Matriarch, and Minerva and Mikhail change it. It's just that they are also so very well designed. All of them. I mean, Mikhail has only one downside, and that is the delay part. But it also can be a blessing. You can see it like a blessing and a curse on the same time. That's the same thing with Steel Blade Light. Some people think it's bad as a nuker because it has delay, but it's better as a heal because it has delay. And Mikhail also heal a lot when he uses that skill, so it was kind of similar, and also to use Noble Cross on turn 2. They designed him so that he was better as the definitive version of Mikhail with Inheritance, but also better as a healer to himself. And also as a counter balance so that he could have a very good attack with only 9 BP. But you see, they are very well designed. Minerva, we haven't seen the best of Minerva yet. Minerva is one character that if you have perfected, just with all the status, she is one of those that can survive some content that other people will not be able to. I mean, not other attackers at least. Tanks will survive, but Minerva, we haven't seen the best of her yet. Yeah, the Leon healing ability is not completely bad. Yes, I agree. And his status distribution is amazing. Both Minerva and Mikhail has a very amazing status distribution. He has insane agility. He has agility of martial artist. And I don't have that light speed plus to test. I really want to test that skill, but I don't have the other Mikhail. I couldn't keep trying. I didn't have enough gems. Minerva 4 hits did like 100,000 for me. Can break that as well. I saw someone saying that they did 120,000 with her. I admire how you was able to stay calm and focus on the same time during an annoying boss like Fleur 190 for so many times. Thanks, Rafael Diaz. I said the last time that you have the same name as a friend of mine from my childhood. Are you him? Another good thing about the lay is that you're always going to receive the buffs first. Yes, copy, that's also another way to look on that. Mikhail has other tools, 0 BP skill with Matador line speed and inheritance. Yes, I saw you using Matador. I talked about Matador in the review, but I actually didn't use. Came close with Mikhail quadruple pierce toward the end of Camille. He keeps buffing his dexterity. I used him to bait Camille. In the end, I used him. Oh, Ken is here. Hello, Ken. Welcome. I prefer to use Mikhail than Rufus. It's because also Rufus is not that of a good fighter for long fights. In that case specifically, if you have Princess White Rose to awaken him, it does make sense because the guy still does a lot of damage. But I was, well, better with Mikhail. He could self-heal. His nuke is not RNG reliant for the highest number of hits. In Overdrive, that Mikhail also ignores delay and everything. He also receives the buffs before he attacks because even having delay, he always the last one attacking. So he gets the longest buff and the longest damage possible. Mikhail is King of Sustain or maybe Marquis of Sustain. He can self-heal while Minerva can self-buff all the time. And 2 buffs, and she buffs before attacking, Mikhail buffs after attacking. Also that STR, the buff is amazing. We have plenty of tools to play in this game. The Global even more. I really like the state of Global. And guys, you can expect, we are getting very close to another good banner. I'm calling it. I'm calling. This month we'll have a Global X banner with at least 3 styles. 3 Global X styles. Maybe one of them is Global X Kami, or Creator, we call it. And the 2 other ones I don't know. Maybe some Holy Beings from the past games, maybe even a Global X Nirza, I don't know. Because it's a very powerful character and they can sell to everyone. People will just spend money to get a Global X Mirza. Who will not want to inherit Steel Blade Light with a character that can, I don't know, have the bigger damage potential and sometimes even heal the squad? I don't know. But what I'm thinking here is that they will do something and release a Global X banner in December that will have at least 3 styles, just like they did with the Banquet. And I'm pretty excited because that banner shook everything. It's just made a lot of things that people were waiting for kind of less interesting, like the Top Hat creator is now more about Confusion than anything else. If you're not thinking about Confusion, he's not even that good anymore because there's a plenty of sun damage dealers in that made him a little less appealing. We're gonna have some good banner this month, I'm sure. I'm also agree we're probably gonna see Rufus as a return. Yes, the other champion for me in Tower was Princess Pumpkin Rose. Her Will buffing made so many boss fights a joke. Yes, I even used her buff to the party more than I thought to buff Will before I needed to get from passive. Global X Bertrand, no, the guy was not even introduced, Rafioli, totally no. They will introduce the normal version first, it's not even a story. Bertrand Global X may happen in the future, but not now. I also don't think they will do Global X with the protagonist. JP people will get very upset about that. Imagine a Global X polka. They'll get very mad. We're gonna have some good banner this month. Okay, more Global X protagonist. No. Protagonists themselves don't happen. I don't think so. Global X Thunder can happen. I was saying that they have the sprite arts, they have the animation. They can do it anytime. Was hoping for a Global X in Ryu. Global X in Ryu can happen. Yes, 808 double pumpkin party buffs for boss fight is great. Yes, and if you get even more, imagine. Global X engine car, please. There's an engine car in JP. I think it's free, I don't remember. Global X Bunny. Bunny is so old. Yeah, could have something interesting. You know, they have plenty of different mechanics that they can apply. Just like, if I were them, I would try a very specific type of character that will sell to everyone. Let's say that you have a character, but it has like 100% buff to damage, but it only has a 50% chance of activating. I, as a designer, to make money, will make something like this, because it's broken but not on the same way reliable, and that's just how they made some characters not reliable but very good damage dealers that could keep between 2 to 5, so they can replace these characters in the future with reliable versions. So before they have characters that have that much as a buff, they could release someone that depends on RNG. Imagine. People will just summon, spend gens. Global X Professor will also be cool. Yes. She could be a global. So I do believe that they have plenty of room for some good and unique ideas, especially now, because some people know what's coming on JP. JP is a totally different beast now. What they are doing with the 3rd anniversary is shaking the game. Many styles in the past will just become totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. Global X Emerald from Data Mines, but that Emerald is a very old art. What could happen? So Cher, what is the best style of Joe to use the base now? If still the first one for farming. I said in my review. People make some very strange questions that I don't understand. They are just giving up that they didn't watch the review. Like you just didn't watch the review. Assume. The best one is the one that can farm. The first one is the one that's done better with AoE attacks. The current one, the 2.0, has even a passive that says that she gets more damage for single target. So she's made for single target farming or boss fights. The other one is for AoE. The guys, I do believe I've watched, I just can't remember. Yes, I know. I think I'll be stopping the video because we are just chatting here. It's pretty close to midnight. I just wanted to see if something was different. Let's run some of the maps before we leave. Global X Granny, we need her. Yes, we need her. Why haven't we seen Global X Granny yet? I think that they should just do some of those styles from that vote, because people want them. She was the second most voted character, why not? But people voted Emilia. It was not that bad because she was just so powerful and different. In the end, the bad thing about the Granny is that she only does slash damage, unless they add something like slash and sun. Well, slash and sun is plenty now, but back in the days could be interesting. Or just give her slash and lightning. Slash and lightning will be interesting. They need to make some combinations that are not so easy to find. Let's run here. Do I have a code map? I don't have a single one. Let's run one of these here. The best one is Awaken or Evolution material? Let me rethink. Evolution. At least I have 250 already. We run with the other party. Is this the party that gets... yeah, this one is the one that I want to get some Gold pieces. Global X and buy with slash and code. Slash and code is also an interesting combination. Global X ward. Yeah, he has a very cool sprite. A version of Flurry that does not stink. He was my hero. There's a new version of Flurry, but I don't think that he will be capable of anything. He's free. This enemy has like 1 agility or something. You always make 5 people combos on him. The higher the difference between your agility and the enemy, the higher your chances of combo. I want a version of Flurry. Okay, I read that. So this is what we got? Ah, you only get the specific things. I do believe that one of them can be changed for gold pieces. But you only get what... Yes. Always do normal auto on the reward caves. Normal hits do not get combos. Yeah, better. Forgot to do that. So I only got this, but I had a chance of getting something else. You don't get a blank gold piece here, only the silver one. Or the bronze one. I think we could get some gold pieces in the past versions. Not only on the gold one, right? Yes, drop rewards you can already see. Gold and silver. Well, that's it. Guys, I'm gonna leave. I just want to thank you all for staying up to this point. It was a pleasure. Hope you have a good rest. Tomorrow I'll be live again, I believe, or probably I will announce that on my Discord channel because I want to update the tier list with the new styles and also make some changes based on feedback. And I'll talk to SaGa when this happens. Well, fair flurries in the next anniversary. Maybe earlier. As normal. Thanks for the stream. Bye bye. Thanks, Char. Thank you all. We're just chatting here, right? Thanks so much for staying. Have a good night and also a good weekend. One more day for resting, right? And then another week. Good night. Adios. Thanks, guys. I will also release a video tomorrow about the equipment that you should be evolving with the materials. If you still haven't, I will talk about that tomorrow as well. But that's it. Thanks so much. Hope to see you all soon in the next video or next live stream. Bye.